In our next example, Thomas is making envelopes to sell with handmade cards. He uses a different type of paper to create the flap of the envelope, and he edges the envelopes with washi tape. And we know the envelopes are parallelograms, and the edges of the flaps lie along the diagonals of the parallelogram. I want to find the area of the flap and the perimeter of the envelope. I think the first thing I'm going to do is let's find the coordinates of each point A, B, C, and D. So point A is at negative 7 and 7. Point B is at 7 and 7. Point C is at negative 7 and negative 3. And point D is at positive 7 and negative 3. Now, to find the area of a triangle for part A, I know the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Well, also notice point O, well, not point O, the edge of my purple triangle is over 0 and up 2. That's a 2. Okay, now, my base, I'm going from negative 7 to 7, well, that's 14. So the area is 1/2 times 14. My height, I'm going to go from 7 to 2, so my height is 5. Half of 14 is 7 times 5, which is 35. Notice each unit is centimeters, so this will be square centimeters. Now for part B, I'm just going to find the perimeter. Well, I already know from negative 7 to 7 is 14, so I know each side is 14. From 7 to negative 3, well, that's 10. So I'm going to say 2 times 14 plus 2 times 10. So we get 28 plus 20 is 48, and that'll be centimeters. Don't forget your units. Okay, now we're going to go backwards now. If I give you a quadrilateral, how do you tell if it's a parallelogram? Well, obviously, both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. That's the definition. I didn't write that one down because to me that should be common sense. Now, if both pairs of opposite sides are congruent, it's a parallelogram. If both pairs of opposite angles are congruent, then it's a parallelogram. If the diagonals, both diagonals, bisect each other, then it's a parallelogram. And the one that is different, and it's not just backwards from the other ones, if I have one pair of sides that are both parallel and congruent. So you need to know two things every single time. The one exception, you still need to know two things, is if I have one pair of sides that are both congruent and parallel, they got to be both, then I know that shape is a parallelogram. Otherwise, we need to know two things each time.